Guys, how's it going? How's it going?
All
How
right,
is
Brian.
everybody?
Go ahead, man.
It's good.
Good. Just a quick hello. We're getting ready over here for the Beardo Weirdos
Yes.
Spectacular. So
Yes, we want you to plug the living snot out of your broadcast today. What can we expect tonight, Blaine?
craziness. You never know what to expect on the Beardo Weirdo show. I'm just telling you, from cutting your fingers off to burning your
Oh my
house down
God.
to, you never know what's going to happen here, you guys. It just plays out naturally. So come and find out what we've got. We've got a bunch of unboxings over here to do. You can see there's a whole shelf or a whole cupboard full over there. So come
Right.
find out what's in those. So
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah. So we have some fun stuff and some delicious food. Maybe some
Oh my
trivia,
goodness.
maybe some taste testing. We'll see what happens. So, but getting ready over here. So we'll see everybody in a little bit. Thanks, Jim,
Yeah.
for letting me come on for a sec.
Absolutely. And how's the finger?
Much better. The stitches
Right.
come out tomorrow, you guys.
Oh, good.
I got a nice
good.
Pyrex pattern on my finger now, right? So
Mm.
I was just going to say, now this is just, I mean, I'm calling you and Wilson Pyrex maniacs.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
Pyrex maniacs now. Yeah.
you know what? It's the thing. And it all just is by happenstance, you know. It was like we didn't plan it. I've just been using Pyrex.
No, I
I kind of
freaked
just
out when it went down, and I'm like,
Yeah, it did. It like
Mhm.
went down, and as it was going down, a piece stayed, like a sharp piece stayed up, and my finger kept going down.
"Ah."
It went like
Yeah.
through and out the other side.
Oh
And
my word.
I just played it off like nothing was happening. Like I'm down there pulling the piece of glass out. I'm just like, well, hey guys. And then I went off the screen, walked around, put some duct tape on it. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's going to stop it. And then I
Yeah.
come back and I'm like, you guys, I'm going to have to end the broadcast because this
Yeah.
is just not stopping.
Yeah, that was the end of that.
Mm.
That was the end of that. Man, that was brutal.
Mm.
So you have new
Well,
Pyrex stuff, and we're not going to stay on too long because we're going to jump over and support you and join your cast this evening. So excellent,
Hey,
sir. Who
thanks,
who's
guys.
set
We'll
up?
see you in a little while.
All right, my friend. Be good. See you, Blaine. That's Blaine, good old BC48, the man who introduced me to the HAPS leadership team back in, oh my God, that was back in December, the day before Twitter announced that Periscope was going away back in December. And then, of course, the day after that was the Golden Squirrel Awards. Go figure.
Oh wow.
So, all right, Chris and Martin. And Chris and Martin, we will have you on. We'll have you on one of these shows really, really soon. We got to, I mean, people love what you do, and they want to hear your story. So we definitely have to have you as a guest here. And as we get closer to June, we will definitely get you in. It'll be a lot of fun. Eat food, and we'll catch you all later. All right, Chris, all right, Martin, all the best, and happy belated birthday over there, by the way, to Martin, from us to you. So, and there's Jay going, see ya. So Jay, how many times do you broadcast a week roughly?
Right now, I'm bringing trouble into HAPS approximately 2 to 3 times, if I can. My mornings sometimes are a little wild. I don't like being inconsistent like that. I like to be able to warn everybody, that I'm coming on the night before, or at least something like that. But it doesn't always work out because of like what you were saying earlier. Family can happen. My work schedule can happen. It's a little haphazard right now. There at the office.
The family thing happens here, yeah.
So, I try to get on. About it's 9, almost about 8:30 here, so 7:30 back where you guys are.
Yep.
And I don't know what time where it is for Chris Rossetti. I don't know what time it would even be there.
He's out in southern. He's in Southern California or in Northern California, so he's like 3 hours.
Yeah, that's
behind you.
Right. So it's So we're that's basically what I try to do during the week, and I just want to get on there, see everybody, have some fun.
Yeah.
I do want to try eventually to come on, maybe on a Thursday or a Friday, Saturday, something. That's in the works. It's
cool.
The wheels are spinning. They spin slow, but I'm going to try to do some evening broadcasts as well, and and bring the whole family back. Well, I say the family, Mickey and Dee, the stupid Bobber over here,
Bobber.
and
how are Mickey and Dee
yeah.
doing, by the way? I know Bobber usually rides shotgun. Occasionally, Mickey and Dee kind of go out in the back. How are they doing?
Right. They're in the garage in a box. And if anybody wants to know, they're not real. They think they are. No, they're pure props. I'm going to drive through McDonald's. I thought about bringing them into McDonald's with me because they wear the actual 1978 McDonald's uniforms, and I thought about taking them and bringing them in, and
okay.
Yeah. So
always fun.
We'll see. Thought about taking him in there, broadcasting that. I took Bobber into a donut shop with me one time, and everybody was looking at me funny. I don't know really why, but I set him down at the table, and everybody was just staring at me. And I looked around and I said, I lost a bet. And the place lost. They thought it was hilarious. They thought it was funny. I bought my donuts. I carried the Bobber out, and that was on Periscope. In fact, it's living somewhere on Periscope.tv, whatever. It's still over there. But
perfect.
Yeah,
it's somewhere in the.
It's stupid, Jim. This whole thing, my broadcast, there's worthless. They're as worthless as buttons on a dish rag. Okay, there's no rhyme or reason to it. So, but that's all part of it.
It's all right. No problem. But I'm just glad you're here on Haps. That's the only thing that matters. I know there's a lot of other streaming options out there, but the upside with Haps, of course, is you can multi-stream from here to Twitch or YouTube or the Gram or wherever, or use the RMTP thing or the OPP or whatever they call it. If you want to create some other site like LinkedIn or whatever, I'm sure that'll go over well. Here's Jay Forsyth with Bobber on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Here's. Would you like for me to be your LinkedIn friend? They look at that and say, no. Here's the missing link.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, that would explain. Jay, can you be my reference?
Yeah, that would go over great. You would automatically get we'll be in touch. From that employer that you'd like to impress. We'll be in touch with you. Yeah, you don't want to be any part of that. But no, it's just life is, and especially on the live streaming platforms. Can you believe we're sitting here, almost 6 years later after, Periscope did a wonderful job of introducing. Wish it would have ended better with them. Yeah. But, and Haps has come in, done an amazing job. I'm so proud of these guys, and I love what they're doing. Yep. But most of all, what it all boils down to is that how we've all been connected all over the world, and you got all different flavors on Haps, and you got people, like with Blaine and Wilson, what they're doing over there, what you're doing. What Raymond's doing on here, what Christina's doing, and the young lady, her name's going to slip me. Oh goodness, she has all the bugs.
Oh, Issa Betancourt.
Yes, that's her. She has. I've watched that. That's amazing what she's.
And got all these animals on her cast too. She brings in animals too. She's a big pet lover.
Right. Yeah, that would have been interesting to have her in, and her whole kennel goes crazy.
Yeah, but Leslie's in here too and everything. So, but
right.
But at any rate, though, Jay, I want to thank you for dropping everything to come here and say hello. I want to bring it about to make way for the Beardo and Weirdo show over most of this Haps network. And give everybody your socials and tell everybody, are you still doing the little blog and everything, or?
Yeah, I am. I used to have my paper in here. I don't have it anymore.
Newsletter.
But right. Yeah. I'm still right now, Haps, of course. You can follow me on Twitter at J_Forsyth. Let me see, what else do I have going on? I was in the process of doing a podcast on Anchor. and it was distributing, but then life happened, and
Yeah.
I've only been able to do a couple of podcasts, and I hate
Understood.
that because that was so. That's what I wanted to originally do when I was a kid. I wanted to be on radio, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, when you got this, you got it's best to do radio.
A face for
But
radio. Woo!
but you know that's what I wanted to do. But so it brought
Right.
back a lot of memories. But yeah, we're going to get the podcast going again.
Cool.
And you see, you're right. Amazing community on Haps.
I
But it's
agree with you,
Jim. I want to
Steve.
thank you. Thank you for having me on tonight, and I
Thank you for
appreciate it
joining
so
me.
much. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you for joining me, Jay, as always, my friend. All the best to you. Take care, man.
You too. We'll see you later on.
That's Jay
Bye.
Forsyth, everybody. That's the J-Man, the Jaybird, out of beautiful Florida via scenic and prestigious Florida via Southwest Missouri. Hope you enjoyed that one, guys. Hello, Joy Gooch. How are you? Make sure you subscribe to the amazing Joy Gooch down in Tennessee, making delicious dishes and a true supporter. And Yassine, always great seeing here too. We are minutes away from jumping over to the Beardo and Weirdo show, which comes up next over most of this Haps network, a part of our Tuesday night block. Captain Rehab. Good seeing you guys. What's going on? And a quick note, tomorrow night we're doing Catalyst outside. I think the weather is going to cooperate. I swear to God, it should cooperate next week, or tomorrow night rather. We are supposed to have supposedly low 70s and dry for tomorrow night. We can do a fire pit outside. I'll bring you guys outside tomorrow night here on Haps. We'll start around 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific, so make sure you join us for that. Good evening, Captain Rehab. Hello, Mr. Vaughn. How are you, my friend, over there? Hope you're feeling better over there in New York. Absolutely. Good. Everyone's in here. We're getting ready for Beardo and Weirdo, so the second they go live, we're all going to kind of jump over there and hang out and everything like that. Saturday Trivia is back. Saturday Night Trivia, 6 new categories. All are welcome. It's like I said, even if you suck at trivia, the comments and the interaction between the viewers is unlike anything you'll see on Haps. We'll start up at, let's call it 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, Saturday Night Trivia. And if you want to follow me here, you can subscribe to me here at JS on Haps. My name is not Jason, it's Jim. Yes, it's JS, like Jim Zorin on Haps. You get the idea. Great seeing you, and everyone, prayer emojis to Vaughn. He's fighting the Rona. I think he's starting to come around a little bit, slowly but surely, but he's getting ample rest, and he's slowly getting back on the grid again. So take your time and definitely take care of yourself and all of that fun stuff. I want to talk about music, and I'm inviting a couple of people on here. Don't feel obligated if you can't jump on, because we'll bail once Beardo and Weirdo starts up here in a little bit. I just want to say to everybody that I can while they're in here. Music festivals are coming back. And I mentioned this at the beginning of the broadcast. I'm showing my age when I start showing crap like this. Look at this schedule here from 1991. This is when Lollapalooza used to travel around the country. You had Jane's Addiction, Susie and the Banshees, Living Colour. You had Nine Inch Nails. You had Ice-T. You had the Butthole Surfers. You had the Rollins Band. Definitely and it would travel like to 25 or 30 destinations. Nowadays, Lollapalooza is a destination festival in Chicago, the way that Coachella is one out in Indio, California. Governor's Ball is out in New York. You have Bonnaroo down in Tennessee. And then, of course, here in Chicago, we have the Lollapalooza. That was the Lollapalooza that I loved with bands I cared about. But then there's other music festivals here in Chicago, North Coast Music Festival. There's also the Pitchfork Music Festival, which yesterday announced its lineups here in Chicago. And it is as they like to call it, a girl, GRRRRRL, girl power heavy lineup for 2021. Phoebe Bridgers, coming off of her big performance on SNL, is going to be headlining Friday night. Big Thief will also be one of the co-headliners, probably on the blue stage. And then Animal Collective, who's been there for 50 billion times, will be there. But they're always fun. Other bands of interest on this list, if you go into Saturday, St. Vincent, Annie Clark has a new album out that is outstanding. Not as good as their stuff from 2011 or 2018, but darn close. Kim Gordon, bass player from Sonic Youth, will also be one of the big headliners. Ty Segall, without question, one of the best, most prolific, and most underrated guitarists on the planet, will be on there as well. But that's the list. We'll talk more about these later on. And of course, Erykah Badu, Thundercat, Danny Brown, and others will definitely be a part of that. So make sure you check them out. But I got guests. Be my guest. Be my guest. Thunder Crew alumni, class of 2018. I want to say hello to everyone. Miss Joy Gooch. Hello, Joy. How are you?
Hey, sweetie, how are you doing?
I'm doing awesome, thank you. And I'm also going to add on another amazing surprise. Be my guest. This woman is from beautiful Tennessee as well. I think her phone just cut out, and I just wanted her to come back into them. How have you been? Good to see you, Joy.
Been doing well. Been doing well. I am
Excellent.
now well, right now, physically, I'm in East Tennessee, but
So,
I actually moved to Memphis a couple of years ago, and then moved to Nashville a couple of years ago, and then moved to Memphis last year.
really? Look at that.
Really.
How are you adjusting?
Oh goodness, there's nothing like being in East Tennessee. There's just nothing like it. And I don't really like the Memphis area that well. I'm
It's
sorry, everybody that
okay.
lives in
It's all
Memphis.
right. So
It's
I'm
just
trying to get my
different. It's very different.
So I'm trying to get my hello, Vanita. Hello, Mr. Shabazz. Welcome to the broadcast. From going from like the west part of Memphis, and then you go towards the middle part where there's Nashville, and then you have Knoxville. As you go east, you're going towards the Smokies and all that, right? Like
Yes.
closer to Gatlinburg and everything. Am I right?
Yes.
It's been years. What's the
Yeah.
main highway that goes east and west through Tennessee? Is that 74?
No, it's 40.
40. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
40. The same 40 that goes through into Omaha and into Arkansas and
Arkansas, yeah.
Kansas, or is it Oklahoma? Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Wow. So how is life on that part of the state? What have you had to do to adjust?
Oh goodness. Well, we moved and then everything shut down. So it's
Oh,
been a year of just lockdown.
oh man, I know. But right when you were just about to get settled, everything was closed. And are things starting to open up a
Yeah.
little bit, or?
It is. It is starting to open up. Shelby County is starting to lift the mandate, so
Okay,
things are definitely opening up more.
good to
But
hear.
yeah,
That is so
yeah.
awesome. And congratulations on your marriage, young lady.
Thank
I am
you.
so happy for you. And if you're just jumping into the room, welcome to the JS Live Primetime Talking Variety program. I'm Jim from the northwest suburbs of Chicago, joining the one and only Joy Gooch, Thunder Crew alumni, and a great friend and an outstanding cook. You were just on, was it yesterday or was it last week? You were like making something. It was Cooking with Joy.
Oh gosh, what did I make last time? I'm trying to remember what I did make. Oh, the no-bake cookies.
Oh, yeah. How
Yeah,
did that
I
turn
made
out, by the
those
way?
last week. Oh, those are excellent. I love those things. Those are so good
Awesome.
and super easy to make. They come together in like 20 minutes. So
That's the
yeah.
closest I get to creating something like that are break and bake cookies. The little the little $2.99 Pillsbury thing. You break them in
Yeah.
little balls and throw them on a tin, and you put them in the oven for 15 minutes. And I
Oh
jump
yeah.
on Hex broadcasts all night and get in trouble.
Yeah, these are my homemade. They're semi-homemade. You can do it that way.
Now I'm going to, because we had Blaine on the broadcast, and Beardo and Weirdo is coming up here soon here on Haps, so make sure you jump on for that, guys. We're gonna go over there and support those two. But you met Blaine when he came through Tennessee, not recently, but was it a couple years ago?
I'm trying to remember. It was, yeah, I guess it was close to a couple years ago now.
2 or 3 years
Yeah.
ago? Okay.
About 2 years ago, I guess, something like that.
Oh, nice. And how was you and Blaine, and were there other people at that meetup?
There was another man, and he's actually from Pigeon Forge, and it was Kerry Vernon.
Oh, Kerry! Oh, the great guitarist Kerry Vernon.
That
Oh my
one
God,
and
Kerry is
only.
awesome. That guy
Oh,
is,
I love Carrie. Oh my
isn't he
gosh, yeah.
amazing? Yeah,
Oh,
that guy,
he's wonderful.
and he knows
Yeah.
his music too. Did he bring his guitar with and play some
Um,
tunes for you?
he didn't actually, but
Uh,
he when and this is so funny because he blessed me with a dulcimer and a native flute. So
really?
the way I knew where he was, I was walking down the street and I heard somebody playing a flute, and it was like, oh my God, I know it's Carrie.
No way. So you picked him right
Yeah,
up like that out of nowhere. Now,
yeah.
wait, did he know that you were actually there or did
Oh
he?
yeah, yeah, yeah. We actually had this planned.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you had it planned. Okay, so in other
we
words,
did.
but a flute of all things. See,
Yeah.
I always see him with a guitar. Whenever we did
Oh,
he was always on with like Claire Means and with Nikki
right.
Schiavone and with Lane and when they used to do those music trains and everything like
Yeah,
Auburn and all of them and
yeah.
Chris Angeles and everybody. And Chris would always be on there and he was on that Woodstock broadcast and he was just a walking almanac of knowledge. Did he start talking to you about the history of music and all of that when he met with you?
No, I mean we just kept it more light. But actually, after we left the meetup, Blaine went his way, and I took Carrie with me, and we actually went to is it Patriot Park? I think it was
Okay.
Patriot Park,
Oh yes.
and he actually gave me a dulcimer lesson. So
Really?
yeah, yeah.
How cool is that? That is
Oh
so
my,
neat.
and if you've never heard him play the flute, oh my gosh,
I've got to listen to
it's
it.
wonderful. Yeah.
Really,
Oh yeah.
that's something. I
Oh
was kind
yeah.
of that is like I remember always him. And do you ever meet Chris Gales? Because he was over in Memphis.
I
Over
have
in,
not met Chris yet. I'm
okay,
hoping to meet him actually pretty
amazing.
soon. Yeah.
Right, right. And
Yeah.
if you're just jumping into the room, welcome to the Jazz Live Primetime Talk and Variety program. I'm Jim from the northwest suburbs of Chicago. I do this every Tuesday night, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. We are talking to the absolutely amazing Joy Googe. She's here on HAPS, the network of Now. She's a Periscope alumni, along with all of the many others who are from the Island of Misfits Scopers. And God, now that things are starting to open up a little bit, Joy, do you have a plan of attack of things that you want to do or places to go, things that are on your bucket list this summer?
Absolutely. But I've got to try to we it's going to have to be planned perfectly because the temperature and humidity in Memphis is just completely through the roof. I mean,
Oh, it's
it's
really warm
nuts.
already, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, yeah. It was 87 yesterday in Memphis. So,
Really?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I get to
But
look forward to up here in Chicago pretty soon, huh?
oh yeah, actually I'm going to Decatur in or not near Fort Wayne in a couple of weeks too. But it's definitely, different up there as well. But this summer I'm hoping to be able to do one of the riverboat cruises and go up the Mississippi. Oh, oh, wait a minute. Somebody just said Roan Mountain. Roan Mountain. Who said Roan Mountain?
Oh, Christina's suggesting Roan Mountain in Tennessee.
Wait a minute. Who said I can't see the comment. Uh
Bannerman's in here. Hi, Bannerman. Hello, Banner. How are you, my friend?
but
What's going on, man?
somebody mentioned Roan Mountain and
Yes, Christina.
I'm actually not far from Roan Mountain. So
Ooh,
yeah, I love Roan Mountain. It's beautiful. They have a rhododendron festival in Roan Mountain, and
really?
the whole hillside is just covered with those beautiful blossoms. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness, because yeah, Christina loves camping all the time. She and her husband Bill go all. She's in Virginia, but they travel all
Oh,
around
okay.
in or near the Smokies and adjacent areas.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Oh,
It's,
it's Virginia. I love Virginia.
and
It's
ready for
beautiful.
speaking of Tennessee. But wait, there's another Tennessee person that's going to join us because we're talking about Tennessee and all the warm, humid weather you're going to send to Chicago here in about a month. I have Leslie joining us from the other side of
Leslie.
Tennessee. How are you? Welcome, Leslie. How are you?
I'm good. How are y'all? Hi, Miss Joy.
Hey,
Hi,
sweetie.
my other my little neighbor over there, Miss Joy. I love her. She's
We have Tennessee talk here tonight with the guy with the palest white skin in all of Haps right now here in Chicago. We're going to wear nothing but electrical tape if it goes above 70 degrees here. We're going to be so happy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ugh.
bad lighting.
Jim, in Memphis last year, it got up. I know the high temperature one day that was 112.
112 in Memphis. Are you serious?
Yikes!
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be
Oh yeah.
here in Tennessee where I am this weekend. We're looking forward to it. Golly.
I didn't even want to even imagine with that. I mean, with the dew points, which you and Banner's in here too. Banner talking about a guy who knows his weather. He loves storm chasing, and I got to applaud Bannerman, Mr. Banner. I got to applaud you for defending the viewers and the broadcasters of HAPS.
Yes.
Speaking from the heart, Banner. God bless you, sir. Thank you for what you've done, and speaking on behalf of all of us, man. What's going on? And Von's in here. Give him some prayers. He still's got the bronchitis.
He has the bronchitis.
Bronchitis. We will get Von on one. I want to get Von and Dr. Andrea and a bunch of others on as we get into the summer, as we call it. I'm going to call it JS Live Summer Camp. So
Wow.
be ready for that. So how are you, Leslie?
I'm good. I'm good. I can't complain. I kind of got a beginning of the I think it's allergy.
Oh boy.
It's probably started with allergies, but it's also I think it's barometric pressure. I get migraines, so it's last night was one of them, and then tonight it feels like one's starting up. So I'm hoping.
Jeez. So sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Now, Joy, do you also get that kind of thing too with this weather? When things start getting kind of muggy and humid, do you get sinus or any kind of allergies also?
I have, since I moved to Memphis, I have a constant sinus infection.
Oh, geez.
So I don't know if it's just the
Allergies.
area or if it's my apartment. I don't know, but
Oh my goodness.
I've had a year and a half of, or a little over a year of sinus trouble. I mean, massive sinus trouble.
Oh,
So
geez.
I think it's Tennessee. Honestly, I do. I think Tennessee is just full of allergies.
How do you
oh
two?
yeah, it is.
How do you two cope with this? I mean, it's got to be horrible. I mean, do you have to use like allergy pills, or what do you guys do? Or you have any kind of like humidifiers that kind of make things better, or something that gets rid of all the humidity, or dehumidifier?
Allergy medicine daily, all year round.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fine.
I don't know.
Going with vodka, and I suggest Jameson. But I'm telling you, if we ever get to New York again, Vaughn and I are going to get in trouble. All of us are going to get in trouble. All going to New York.
He's hilarious. He's so funny.
But Leslie, I don't know if you've tried this. I've got it. I've not tried it yet, but it's called a Navage. It's
No, I've heard.
it-
Is it like
yeah, yeah. It's like it's an electric neti pot.
okay?
You know,
I have
so
not.
it sounds disgusting, but at this point, I'm gonna try
Hey,
it.
girl,
But
I've had sinus surgery and all of that, and it did not work.
oh, I'm
Really?
not having it. Yeah,
It did not work. It was horrible. Horrible.
oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
nothing up in the upper bridges or like behind the eyes. Nothing up in there didn't do anything.
No, it didn't work for me. There goes my
Bummer. Hey, if you guys are just jumping into the room, welcome to the JS Live Late Night Talking Variety program. Actually, it's now the primetime Talking Variety program because I'm on early, and thanks to the wife Maureen for letting me jump on early here and blow off family time here for a night. We're with Joy Googe as well as Sweet Pea Leslie. Make sure you subscribe to both these amazing women here on HAPS. And say to everybody over there in the virtual studio audience, I mean, we've got Ray, we've got Vaughn, we've got a bunch of others in here. I saw Vanita in here hanging out. What is going on? What's happening? Walter's in here, Mr. Boodlums. Hope you're doing well. I was throwing this.
Walter.
Oh, go ahead, Joy.
I have actually met Walter when I was in San Francisco. I met Walter.
Oh, you
So
did?
yeah, I
Nice.
did. Yeah.
Were you out there? That's right. You were in California. Was that when you were doing that contest or the promotion? or something?
I was actually out there for a week of training,
Oh,
and then I spent 4 days just having fun. And I met Chris Rossetti and Tina from SF, and I met Walter, and I seems like I'm missing somebody that I met. Oh, Gary, a plastic nerd. I met him and I met Lance. Those are two guys. They were the drone guys. So I met Lance, who is Lily Pops, is what his handle was, and Plastic Nerd.
oh
So
my
yeah,
goodness, Gary. I know Gary.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And
good guy.
Lance actually let me fly his drone.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he
That
did.
must have been awesome. That must have been incredible. So that was it was you make did you meet Chris Rossetti too out there?
I did. And Chris and his lovely wife actually
That's cool.
chauffeured me around all over the place. They took me down to see the redwood forest. So
Oh
yeah,
wow.
for
Beautiful.
3 days they actually chauffeured me
Beautiful.
around. Yeah,
That is so fun. Was
yeah.
who else is out there? Superfro? Did you meet Superfro?
No,
Okay,
no,
or Genevieve?
no. I
Oh,
was yeah, that was I met Tina. Do you know Tina?
oh, Tina's and her birthday's today.
Oh, I didn't know that. I need to
I have to go on
contact her.
Twitter and say happy birthday to Tina. I'm in California, in San Francisco.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
her.
She is a sweetheart. I love her.
Love her.
She is
She's
so
amazing.
sweet. Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah.
God, I just realized I was looking at the comments here. I don't want to step on Blaine and Wilson's broadcast. Beardo and Weirdo is just starting, so I don't want to step on his cast. But before we go, I want to thank you two for joining me. Joy, I want you to plug your handles, and then I'll have Leslie plug your socials, and we'll go join Beardo and Weirdo.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, guys, if you're not following me, please give me a follow. I would really appreciate it. And thank you all so much. And Jim, think about doing a Thunder Crew reunion.
That would be fun.
That would
It's
be
on the
fun.
back of my mind. Yeah. I don't know if a lot of them are going to be here on HAPS, but I would love to do it again. It would be so fun. Maybe to get Laura, Tala, we had Ryan in here earlier. Joey Giggles, we can somehow get him to come back. We had Quinn for the win on here. I'm not sure if we get Nate and Shauna, but trust me, we'll Tala, get her back on. It'll be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. The reunion I think would be a fun time. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. But thank you for hanging out with us, Joy. And Leslie,
Yeah.
promote your socials, please, before we swing over to Beardo and Weirdo.
Yes. Thank you for having me on for a minute. Sorry I didn't get to talk very much or anything, but I'd love to come
I
back and
want you,
chat
I
another
want you
time.
back.
Yeah, I always love your show. Thank you for being such an awesome, positive influence and doing what you do in this HAPS community by letting other people being known and found and just being awesome you. So thank you for that, I have to tell you. And then everybody, make sure if you aren't already subscribed to Jim and Joy, sure you do that. And then you can find me on Instagram and Twitter under Sweet Pea Leslie, spelled the same name as on here. So. And watch for hashtag spread the smiles. I'd love to have y'all join me do that podcast. So that's what I love to do, and y'all have to know more about it. You'll have to watch the replay or just watch for that live.
Absolutely. And I want both of you on when we have more time. I got on super late today because of family obligations. And Leslie, I want you back on my show. And Joy, I want you back as well. And we'll get Vaughn, and we'll get a bunch of other people on here. I have my wish list of people I like to have on in more of a fun, more time, friendly,
Good.
space. So let's get out of here, guys. Leslie, thank you so much. Joy, my friend, thank you so much, you two. Best of you. Have a great evening and enjoy the rest of the week. Guys, thank you for joining us this evening. We're going to end it with the three of us on here because it's all about community. HAPS Unity is community. Speaking of which, the Beardo and Weirdo Show with Blaine, BC48, and Piano Man Wilson, Piano Man 50 is coming up next, right now in progress over most of this HAPS network. Thank you so much for the Golden Squirrel and all the awards, and most importantly, thank you to Ray, to Vaughn, to Mr. Shabazz, to all of you replay viewers. Without you, we would be here. So thank you for spending your Tuesday night Beardo Weirdo is next. Until next time, on behalf of Joy, on behalf of Leslie, on behalf of my good friend Blaine, who was on earlier, and Jay Forsyth, this is Jim from the northwest suburbs of Chicago, bidding you a very pleasant good evening.